check it out. Got this bin of washers, and this is what I need to fix the FMT10. Ah, man, that's the good stuff. You know we gotta have it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. That's right, if you've been watching, you know the last time we took the FMT10 out, we had an issue with this center diff. So basically, there's a design flaw in here. So you have your two sun gears here, one top, one bottom, or I guess left and right in this case, because that's the way they sit. Then you got your four gears in here. Now the sun gears push them together. So what's happening is there's a washer here on this bottom piece, and of course it's got to be the bottom. And I think the issue is that when this comes through to drive this diff housing, there's a rubber O-ring, and it's creating an opening, a soft spot that's not as supported as what we have up here. There's no O-ring up here. This is just solid and flat. So what happens is that the factory washer that's down here that keeps this drive cup, the sun gear, in place, cones in, and now allows this drive cup to work out a little bit, and then allows the sun gear to like spin. They're not keeping pressure against each other. So when you give it power, they're skipping over these gears. So now what I found is by using my little caliper and measuring the thickness of the washer that came out of here, it's extremely thin, and I think that's another contributing factor here. So what I found here is what they call, these are shim washers. This is 0.03 millimeters. 0.03. I couldn't even find like a normal washer's like that thick, right? And this thing is, and I know this is horrible because this camera's a little slow to focus, but I mean, you almost can't even see that washer. It's so thin. And this, like I said, that's a normal washer. So this thing is so thin. So it took me a while, and I found these. So these are 0.05, so a little bit thicker. I'm hoping it's going to fit. I actually tried to fit a normal washer in here before I put it together, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't go together. It just would not. Could not get the pin to go in there. So we're going to be taking this all apart. I'm going to put that washer. Hopefully, maybe I can even get another one in there. I'm going to put as many as I can without causing any binding issues in there, and then hopefully that'll fix that. I'm going to put 1 million in here because at 500K with these new gears, I was ballooning the crap out of the front tires. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this done, and then we'll see you out there for another fun bash with the FMT10. Alright everyone, so now remember, the only thing I did to this was I installed the washers. I replaced the one that was coned on the bottom, and I added one more to the top because after putting in this new spur gear, the top cup moved a bit, and so you can see we have no problem accelerating. Now I did go to 1 million in the center diff. Yeah, and now it's taking off. It's not even really pulling up the front end like I thought it would. But man, it's really driving power. Wow. Yeah, it's driving some power to back wheels. I'll tell you, the steering is touchy on this. Never really noticed that before. But Oh yeah, there's so much more power out of this thing. And this is, again, this is 4R again. This is 4S. This is not the 6S setup I had in here. This is the factory setup, factory motor, factory ESC on just with the gears. And this is the smallest gear I could fit in there too. I think the 16 tooth, or could go up to 19. But I feel like that's really gonna be too much for this. Yeah, I gotta walk all the way over here now because those tree roots over there just have gotten, so I like being in the curve so I can kind of run. And yes, I am winded. It's 95 degrees. It's gotten hotter since I got here. So yeah, it's a bit much, man. My heart rate's up just walking out here. Oh yeah, dude. If FMS would have set up like this, they so would have had a clear winter. This thing, hands down, I don't even know if people would have complained so much on the price of this thing if it had been this powerful. Are you kidding me? I think I already killed the friggin' battery. Seems like it's already... This is an Ovanic. I don't have enough. I brought 3 4S cars out here today, and I only had the one Turnigy battery, which I put in the Techno. So if you've seen that video, it'll probably come out after this one because I kind of want to push this, seeing how I'm on a roll with it. But dude, I ran the Techno out here forever on that battery, no issues. This freaking Ovanic's already cutting out. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to make this short because I don't really want to carry this RC back to the car. But wow, what a difference the gears make just in how responsive and how much more torque there is. This is kind of like how I wanted the car to be from the get-go. There was always it was a little lackluster. It's decent. I mean, it's good out of the box. It's good. It could be better, and we just made it better. Oh, that's it. Freaking. Not really a fan of the Ovanics. Hear the fan cutting out? Let me shut this off before I damage something. Wow, man. I'm really disappointed in that battery. I'm going to have to... I need some more Turnigy, some more 4S. Well, anyhow, hopefully if you have an issue with the center diff, you learn how to fix it. I'll leave a link down below where you can get all the washers that I used. A link where you can get the FMS, FMT10 if you so desire. I greatly appreciate it. None of these things cost you anything more than if you were just go buy it, but it helps me fund the channel and keep projects like this going. Swore I heard something coming. Oh, whew, my God, it's hot. It says like 95 degrees out, man. The freaking gnats are back. But again, I think we proved the point that the gears work. If you missed it, the last video, I went out there to a jump spot and we did a backflip. That's really hard out there to get a backflip off of that. I think the Kagama and the I forget, the only ones that I've ever done that. The the Arma, the stump truck, the Notorious, yeah, that one. I think those are the only two that have ever got the backflip. Even the Creighton, as strong as the Creighton is, I couldn't get the backflip off that mountain, but now the FMT10 did with these gears. So absolutely amazing. Huge difference. Well, I gotta go carry that back to the car. So appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support. Links down below too, where you can get some discounts, 5% if you want to buy some good Turnigy batteries, not these Ovanics. Golly, I got one more car to run, and it's got Ovanic in it too. So this might be really disappointing as well. These were fully charged when I came out here. I just, this morning, fully charged them. That's why I'm out here at noon and not earlier. All right, everyone. Appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.